Now, there's no denying it that the world has changed in unimaginable ways. Through the global pandemics, climate change, artificial intelligence, what has become evident is that the boundaries are dissolving. But what is exciting is that there's one golden thread that unites all of us, and it's our humanity.
Ironically, it's our very humanity which makes us so likely to separate the world into us and them. You are at the long end of a lineage of humans who were successful based on their ability to make snap decisions about other people. This is called unconscious bias. Our first impressions happen in milliseconds. They're completely indetectable. And everyone is doing it all of the time. So understanding intellectually what we're doing and why is the first step that we can take to understand this bias and help manage it.
So what does this mean for the success of individuals and organizations in the 21st century? Well, success in the 21st century is all about diversity by design. Diversity by design is about being intentional, committed, collaborative, and innovative in order to supercharge the power of inclusivity in the workplace and our communities. In fact, research says that organizations that are serious about their diversity design outperform their competitors in areas like productivity, profitability, and risk mitigation.
Absolutely. It's been scientifically proven. An experiment that compared culturally diverse juries with all white juries addressing a test case, the diverse juries were more able to thoroughly evaluate the evidence. They talked for longer, they considered more facts, and they made less factual mistakes in their discussions. Crucially, they were also more likely to address the role of race in the case. One reason cited for this was that the homogenous group had more shared assumptions because of their shared background, but this caused them to fall into groupthink, whereas the diverse group, while they had to work harder to understand one another, this paved the way for a greater understanding of the people involved in the case.
We have made significant strides in this century when it comes to equal opportunities. However, we cannot forget that humanity is still experiencing significant disadvantage as a result of structural and institutional discrimination. In fact, the COVID-19 pandemic has actually brought this to our attention. It has highlighted the stagnation and regression when it comes to issues like political, social, and economic inequalities.
So how do we capture the superpower of a diversity design without gathering any of the flaws?
Well, it's by saying goodbye to insulting tokenism and fully embracing the diversity that exists within our teams and communities. And this is what Future Crunch does. We have brought together a team of unlike minds by design. We allow ourselves to draw from different insights, different perspectives, and our goal is to foster intelligent optimism.
We honestly rely on our artists and our engineers, our scientists, our specialists,
and even political economists.
Yeah. And in each of your communities, you're surrounded by disruptive thinkers too. Any person who knows less about your specialty will know less about why we can't do things that way. This will allow you to connect the dots by being connected to other people. And it's how we know that collaboration will always trump genius.
And what we love about this approach is it helps us to flip that common narrative that diversity and inclusion is a nice to have, to diversity and inclusion is a social, economic, and moral responsibility that involves everyone.
We each have our role to play. We're each a wondrous piece of the puzzle that when we come together, we create a diversity design.